Hello guys, welcome back. Now today we're going to talk about the Eeli Tolvanen situation and what's going on over in Nashville. Now the 18-year left winger from Finland was drafted 30th overall in 2017, just this past draft season, and of course he's looking like a steal at that pick. He's looking really good at that 30th overall. There's a lot of picks that are still, of course, way out from the NHL right now that will be taken before him, so that's a very good pick already. Of course, it's looking like he's going to be an NHL player just this season. So that's going to be one of those kind of unique players who gets drafted, and the next season they're in the NHL. Usually it's the top guys, or you find some guys in the later rounds that actually do that. And of course, Eeli Tolvanen might be in that group. But in KHL, he has 19 goals, 46 points in 49 games. Now, it isn't elite numbers, but you have to recognize that this is in the KHL, and the scoring is a lot more down than a lot of other leagues. So those numbers are pretty much as elite as they come in the KHL. I don't know what he ranks in KHL points, but he's up there and he's doing fantastic, and that's amazing. I'm seeing I see the highlights of him almost every single day. He makes highlight plays almost every single game, it seems like, and the shot that he has is lethal. Even though he only has 19 goals only, he still has a fantastic shot, and that shot is lethal. I wouldn't say it's like a Elias Pettersson level right now in terms of prospects, but it is fantastic, and he is probably going to be one of the better shooters on the Nashville Predators squad just when he goes to it already. Now, he was on Joker of the KHL, and the reason that he hasn't come sooner is because they were on his contract. So basically, they were in the playoffs, and they kept going farther in the playoffs, and so Tolvanen had to stay on the team. Of course, they had a contract with him, and now that the Joker season is over, after getting limited by, I can't remember their name, but after getting eliminated in the second round, I think it was, they mutually agreed to terminate his contract. I don't know what the contract really was, but I think it went for another year after this, so they decided to mutually terminate the contract, and of course, his rights are with the Nashville Predators, so he gets flown to Nashville. I don't know where he's at right now, but he seems to be on his way to sign an entry-level contract, which is pretty much guaranteed at this point. Going to fly a guy to Nashville, you're probably going to sign him, and it's going to be pretty much a bargain for that contract. I mean, entry-level deal for a guy who's going to impact that roster already. It's just a fantastic deal already. I mean, it's a fantastic deal, and it hasn't even been signed yet. So we already know he's going to Nashville, but how exactly is he going to perform there? Their top six is already lethal, and he doesn't really fit with that skill set in a bottom six role. So he's probably going to be slotted into that top six role. So who else would you slot down there? You're going to have to demote somebody to that third line, which makes that lineup even more lethal. But Tolvanen is that kind of player that basically has to be a top six player. He's not really anything else. I don't think he'll fit in that style of a third line guy. He needs to have the ice time to perform, and I think that he has to be a top six guy for them. That's going to bring a guy down, maybe somebody like a Craig Smith, somebody who is kind of a fringe top six guy who has been playing well, but not good enough to outperform Tolvanen. I know, like, I'm complaining, but it's a pretty good problem to have for the Nashville Predators. And by the way, Tolvanen has performed in a high-level league like the KHL. Nashville seems to have another stud on their hands, which I don't say they necessarily need, but getting another draft steal like they've done before, and they keep doing stuff like this, getting a guy late in drafts or late in the first round and turning him into a fantastic player that lots of teams regret not taking. Tolvanen is looking fantastic, at least a top six player of the future for them, and he's looking fantastic already. At 18 years old, he's already looking lethal. I don't know if he'll be ready to get into NHL, he'll be NHL ready this season, but he might be next season, and he'll definitely be a season after that. Which gets me into my next points at, maybe he's not quite ready for the NHL. I mean, he is 18 years old, just drafted last season. He might not be ready for the NHL. Now, he has performed fantastic in the KHL, but still, it takes some time to get used to the NHL level, getting used to and getting into America. I mean, it's super hard to adjust to a new country, new language. Just all the non-hockey stuff is going to be hard for him, let alone the hockey. And a lot goes into it. A lot goes into transitioning. He might not be the stud on the ice that we think he will be. He'll probably have to transition. He might not be the lethal guy that the Nashville Predators are hoping that he'll be this season, but he'll have to take some time. Just don't put your hopes too high, because he might not be the franchise player right now. He might become a great player later, but just wait and be patient with him. I know a lot of people are hyping him up. I don't think that he'll be the piece that the Nashville Predators need to succeed in the playoffs. They already have tons of pieces, But I don't think that he'll be necessarily a huge contributor for them. I think there will be other guys that help them in that playoff run. I just think that Eeli Tolvanen is going to have to take some time, and really, there's like 9 games left in the season. There's not much time to adjust right here, and he might not be ready for the playoffs. He might not be ready for NHL hockey. But he definitely has a skill set to be a fantastic player one day. He just might not be that this season. But he definitely will contribute at least a little bit to the playoff run. Again, I don't think he'll be substantial, but I still think that he'll be able to contribute a lot to that run and to the remaining games. He's still a fantastic player, and even if he doesn't fully transition and doesn't fully get ready for AHL hockey, he'll still be a decent player out there, and a lot better than a lot of teams would take him, at least at that form. But still, he's going to be a fantastic player. He just might not be ready for it, but he still will be a good, decent player there. But that's going to, guys. Like, subscribe, and not ring that bell again. Tell me below, what's your thoughts of Eeli Tolvanen, how he'll perform in the playoffs for the Predators. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.